Hi everyone. So today's video, I want to go through a step that I strongly recommend that people take if they get a notice of intent to deny or an actual denial from USCIS. So one step people should take, and this is not the subject of the video, but just as a preface, if you don't already have a lawyer, this is a good juncture to get a lawyer. The notice of intent to deny stage or deny stage, this can carry some serious consequences if those denials stick. I think that's pretty obvious. Immigration law can be very complex. So this is not a good point in the process for do-it-yourself type work. So I would strongly suggest that the absolute first thing you do if you get a notice of intent to deny or denial is reach out to a lawyer. That said, another step that I think is crucial is you need to get a copy of your alien file or your A file, and I'll explain why that's important and how to do it. So your alien file is basically the file that USCIS has about you, which should have your complete immigration case and history in that file. The reason why it's important to have it is because if you do end up having to litigate your case, if there's going to be a lawsuit in court to try to reverse the denial, then the law that's most likely going to be used is the Administrative Procedures Act, the APA. And under the APA, a judge can only consider facts that are part of what's called the administrative record when deciding your case. And so the administrative record is everything that USCIS used in deciding your case. You're not allowed to introduce new facts when you go to court. Government can't introduce new facts. So you're going to want a copy of your A file before you file your litigation. This way, you and your attorney know what you're dealing with. You have an understanding or a better understanding. It won't be complete, but it'll be a better understanding of what the government looked at and what they used to decide your case. And that's going to help you and your attorneys make better decisions and better arguments. So it's critical that you get that. Even for non-APA cases. So an example of a non-APA case that you may litigate is if you have a naturalization denial. That has separate laws that you file under. You're not held to the administrative record necessarily, but you're going to want to know as much as possible before you file a lawsuit. A, because if you're going to file a lawsuit, you're going to want to file the best one possible. And B, depending on what's in that alien file, you may come to the conclusion that filing a lawsuit is not the best path forward for you. So you're going to want as much information beforehand, before you file the lawsuit, while you're still strategizing. So I would recommend that you try to get that as fast as possible. The way you get that is by filing a FOIA request. FOIA is the Freedom of Information Act. FOIA is an acronym, FOIA. USCIS has a website, and I'm going to give you a link to that website. You could go to the website and make a FOIA request. The one thing you're going to want to make sure to do with that is you're going to want to keep a record of making the request for your alien file or A file. You're going to want to have that record because sometimes USCIS will not respond. They'll respond late. They won't give you the complete information that you're entitled to. So it's important to create a documentary record of what it is that you asked for and when you asked for it. This way, if you have to enforce your rights later on, you have the documents in order to do so. There's also a form that you could submit to USCIS. I think it's form 639. You could submit that to USCIS to also request your A file. Generally, we do the online one. It's faster, but the form also exists, just so you're aware of it. So anytime you get a denial or a notice of intent to deny, it's a scary thing. You're going to want to consult with a lawyer, and you're going to want to get your alien file, which is your complete record from USCIS. This way, when you do consult with the lawyer and you strategize with the lawyer, you're going to have as much information available as possible. This way, the decisions that you make are going to be the most informed decisions, and the strategies you're going to implement are going to be based off the most information possible. So that's my thought for today. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out. And if this was useful, I encourage you to subscribe and send this to other folks that you think it may be useful for. So thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.